I just want you to care. I mean, naturally, when you care about someone, you want to protect them.
You need about as much protection as a 5,000-pound gorilla.
That's not true. I'm weak. I'm so weak, and everyone tries to take advantage of me. You heard what my lawyer said. He said I don't have any friends in the world.
But you never seem to care much about friends.
Well, there's only one person I can afford to care about, and that's my baby.
I know how much winning this case means to you.
It means everything. It's my whole future.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know. It's your apartment.
Who is it?
Messenger from headquarters, Chief.
Damn it.
Coming. Hello, Chief. I hope I didn't interrupt a pinch.
The hell do you want here doing?
A social call, Chief. Raven left a phone number lying around.
So that was you who called before, wasn't it?
I just had to find out where my sweetheart was.
Get out of here. You have no right to be here.
Sorry I missed you, darling. I stopped by to have a cup of tea. Have you ever had one of Raven's teas, Chief? She makes a mean cup.
All right, Doran, take a walk.
Don't pull your badge, Chief. I was gonna leave anyway. I have to get back to my office. There's a certain document I have to get out of my safe. I need it for tomorrow morning. Well, I guess I'll see you in court, darling.
Did it mean that much to you to have him find you here?
He's a monster, Derek. You don't know.
He used to be your lover, didn't he? I don't think you're revealing any secrets. It's obvious.
All right, so we had a thing. That was ages ago.
Does he know that?
Yes.
Why does it upset you so much to have him come up here now?
Because he scares me. You have no idea what kind of a man he is. He gets very jealous.
Worried about me? Don't be. I can take care of myself.
No, I'm worried about something else.
It's not going to harm you either. I promise you that. If you want me to deliver a little warning in advance, I will. I can do that very effectively.
Oh, I feel sick.
You want something?
No. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go home.
Maybe you ought to relax.
No, I gotta go home.
All right, I'll drive you.
No, he might be outstairs watching.
That's all the more reason for me to be with
Derek,
you.
no!
He said he was going back to his office. What did he mean by that? Document he had to get.
I don't know. I have to go home. I have to think.
Most of her money to charity, and that Raven's name wasn't mentioned one time in her mother's will.
Wow. Well, looks like that kind of clinches your big case, Red.
Yes, I suppose it does, but
But it doesn't, does it? You know, I thought redheads were supposed to be famous for their tempers, not their stubbornness.
Yeah, but Calvin, listen, there might be another motive besides money. How about jealousy? You know that Raven had a thing for Ansel? Did you know that?
Are you kidding? Did that come out in the trial?
No, it didn't. You should have seen what was going on in that trial today. It seems like everybody is on Raven's side.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't know how to keep that baby out of Raven's clutches.
So you thought that just maybe if the judge thought that she had snuffed her old lady, oh, Red, that's just wishful thinking. It is purely and simply wishful thinking. I gotta get back to work.
Good night, ladies. I'll see you next week. Now behave yourselves tonight, huh? Listen, I'm gonna go wash up and change. Keep on working out. You need all the practice you can get before the big performance.
Come on, Gavin. I told you I was just thinking about that, man.
Now remember, you still gotta pick out the music.
Well, let's see. I'll try this one. This looks kind of interesting.
Bad choice, Calvin.
What's the matter? It sounded great.
You can't use it. Well, it's not copyrighted, for one thing.
Hey, this is just a little police charity, man. It's not a Broadway show.
Forget it, huh?
You know, Jody said something to me about a piece of music that drove you up the wall. That wouldn't be it by any chance, would it?
I didn't say I didn't like it. It was written by a friend of mine, a guy in New York.
Yeah, so it was written for you, is that it?
Sort of.
Well, look, were you supposed to dance to it? Something happened? What?
You ask too many questions, Calvin.
Well, I'm a cop. That's our business. We ask questions. Look, man, if you don't want to talk about it, it's all right with me.
It wasn't written for me.
Well, who then? What is the big mystery?
Well, it was written for this girl, a dancer we both knew in New York, named Martine Duval.
Yeah, so
Her
what
nickname
happened?
was Martini.
What happened to her?
Well, we were a pair, but then we split up. It happens.
Yeah, sure.
Well, listen, I'm gonna go back up and change. I gotta get out of here. I'm beat.
Yeah, dancing's pretty hard work, isn't it? Except, you don't do much of it, do you?
Is that a complaint?
No. I've just noticed that I've never seen you do a whole routine. I mean, you show us what to do, you tell us what we're doing wrong, what we're doing right, but you never dance, man.
I'm a teacher, Calvin. Teachers teach. It's guys like you that have to go out there and start your stuff in public, not me.
Yeah, well, you danced in New York with Martine, right? Look, is this what got things all turned around for you? This chick running out on you?
Yeah, it certainly turned things around all right.
Well, where'd she go?
Well, she had an offer, that's all. A job, touring Europe.
And when was that?
A little more than a year ago.
Oh, and that was when you pulled up stakes in New York and came here, right?
Look, what's going to be next, Calvin? The rubber hose?
Oh, hey, look, it was just a friendly question. I mean, I thought we were friends.
Yeah, it helped me make up my mind. That and a few other salient facts. Like realizing that New York was really starvation city for me.
Well, it's kind of hard to make it there, isn't it?
You know it.
Especially when your old ladies run out. I'm sorry. It's just that I see a guy react to a piece of music like you do, and I mean, it obviously was very important.
I don't give her thought, Calvin. All I think about is my job and my students. And right now, you're my #1 student.
Oh, don't give me that. Jody is your numero uno around here. She's the one you're going to turn into a star.
Well, if she ever learns to listen as well as she can dance, that's exactly what she's going to be, a star.
Why did you let that man in this house?
Mrs. Swift.
You let Elliot Dorn in this house, and then you let him run around like he owned the
Mrs.
place.
Swift, I just couldn't stop him. He just barged right in.
Well, why didn't you throw him right out?
Well, now, how could I do that? Now, look, Mrs. Swift, I'm very sorry, but I wasn't expecting anybody tonight. You didn't say anything.
Well, I wasn't expecting him either. He was the last person I expected. All right, what else did he say?
Nothing much. I put Jamie into bed, and then I came out here and I found him in the kitchen.
The kitchen. He said he was nosing around the kitchen and he kept talking about tea.
Yeah, he said a great deal about that.
So then he came in here and read the pad and made a call, right?
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Why didn't you stop him?
Well, I mean, I had no choice. I'm very sorry, Mrs. Swift, but, well, there didn't seem to be anything else I could do.
What am I going to do?
Excuse me?
Nothing. Will you please get out of here? I have to think.
Well, it's time for me to go anyway.
What am I going to do?
Jody, why don't you go on home? I'll finish up here for you.
Oh, no, Charlie, that's okay. You have enough stuff to do yourself.
Hey, it's getting late, and I worry about a kid your age going home at this hour.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Well, okay. I guess I better get downstairs and lock up. You take care of everything, huh?
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Jody.
Well, hello there. Hey, do you know what time it is? You should be in bed, little man.
Well, you see, I can't go to sleep until I get a kiss goodnight.
Oh, is that your problem? Okay. There, now, do you think you can sleep?
Oh, now I won't be able to sleep at all.
Why not?
Because I'll be thinking about you, that's why.
Oh, well, don't you worry. You'll be in dreamland before you know it. Good night.
Oh, wait, please don't go.
Okay, but I can only stay a few minutes. I want to go to bed myself, you know.
Oh, maybe we can, go together, eh?
Yeah, sure. You hop into your bed and I'll hop into mine.
I'd rather hop into yours.
Well, now, don't be a naughty puppet.
Oh, come on. I won't take up much room, you know.
I think you should find yourself a nice little girl puppet.
But it's you that I want. I bet we could have a great time tonight. We could go into Mr. Dorn's office. I've got the key, you know.
Sorry, I have to leave.
Hey, I know where there's a bottle of champagne.
You know I don't drink.
Well, maybe this is a good night to start, eh?
Sorry, I have to go.
Oh, don't go away mad. Jody, please just give me your hand.
Okay.
Oh, Jody, I'm crazy about
Kelly,
you.
cut it out. Stop it. This isn't funny. Kelly? Kelly, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Kelly? Kelly? Oh, Kelly. I'm sorry. I really didn't mean it.
Who said it was Kelly?
Mr. Dorn.
I can be good too, Jody.
If it works for Kelly, why not for me?
Mr. Dorn, I think you're drunk.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll be very good to you, darling.
No, I don't think so.
Jody.
Mr. Dorn, why don't you go to your office and lie down, and I'll just leave. Mr. Dorn, why are you doing this?
Jody.
Mr. Dorn, stop it.
Jody.
No.
Jody.
No, don't do this. No.
Jody.
No, please, no. No! Stop! Put me down! Stop!
What the hell are you doing? Put her down!
I'll put her down.
I told you to leave Jody alone.
Kelly, no! Lay off of me! Come on!
Kelly,
Come on, you all right, boss? Take it easy, will you? Take it easy. You're fired, puppet man!
You heard me! Get out of here! Johnny, do we owe this puppeteer any money?
About a half a week's pay, I guess, boss.
This'll cover it. Take that and go out of here!
Come on, Kelly, You can come and get your friends tomorrow. That's what Jody, she stays here.
No, she doesn't. If Kelly leaves, so do I.
Well, get out, both of you!
Get out of here, will you? Come on, man. Don't make any big decisions right now, Mr. Bush.
Shut up,
Take
Connie.
it easy,
This
will
is
you?
my night to take big
Take
decisions.
You all right? Holy smokes. Hello, Unicorn. Or what's left of it. Who? Just a moment. It's for you, boss, a lady.
Mrs. Swift, no doubt.
Sounds like her.
Tell her I'm washing my hair.
Mrs. Swift?
No. All right, I'll speak to her. Hello, darling. How are you and the police chief getting along?
Elliot, I'm home, but I want to come over and see you right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry, darling. I had a little bit too much to drink tonight. I'm going to lie down in my office and get some rest.
Elliot, I want to see you. Please, are you alone? I mean, I can come over, we can talk.
After I've had my rest, I'm going to do some paperwork. I'm sure you know what that means.
I've got to stop him. I have to.
Seems as though a harmony is hard to find. Always on my mind. And frustrated days pass without sight. The edge of night, half dark, half light. Do you think we might wake up someday and be aware of all the games people play? Living circles of unending strife.
Yes!
You okay, Mr. Dorn?
Come in, Charlie.
Just wanted to make sure you're okay before I went home.
I'm bloody but unbowed. I assume our puppeteer and his girlfriend left?
Yeah, they left a little while ago.
You know what we have to do now, don't you, Charlie? We have to find ourselves a new light and sound man and a new waitress.
Well, I guess I can do that all right, but we won't find a replacement for Kelly's other job in a hurry.
Come on, Charlie. You don't need those damn puppets around here.
Hey, remember we weren't doing so hot until he brought those little guys in. That's what brought the people in here.
All right. You get a puppeteer, but just get one who's more obedient.
You mean one who can control his temper? But it ain't going to be easy finding someone with Kelly's kind of talent.
It's not going to be easy for Kelly to find a job in this town with his kind of talent. That gives me some satisfaction.
You know, it seems to me that you're both hurting yourself on account of this thing.
Come on, Charlie. Don't be a peacemaker. I want to have that kid back in here if it costs me a fortune.
Well, the kid's nuts about that little Jody girl. Come on, he'll apologize once he gets around to it.
Hey, Charlie, that kid's a maniac. Didn't you see the way his eyes went blank? Just like one of his puppets. Well, I guess you gotta be crazy to play with dolls at his age.
It was kind of weird, Mr. Dorn. Sure, the kid went nuts, but maybe it was a full moon or something, huh?
People are doing strange things tonight. You can go home, Charlie.
Okay, boss. Now you take care of yourself, huh? I'll see you in the morning.
Maybe it is the full moon.
The hell do you want here, Dorn?
A social call, Chief. Raven left a phone number lying around.
So that was you who called before, wasn't it?
I just had to find out where my sweetheart was.
Get out of here. You have no right to be here.
Sorry I missed you, darling. I stopped by to have a cup of tea. Have you ever had one of Raven's teas, Chief? She makes a mean cup.
All right, Dorn, take a walk.
Don't pull your badge, Chief. I was gonna leave anyway. I have to get back to my office. There's a certain document I have to get out of my safe. I need it for tomorrow morning. Well, I guess I'll see you in court, darling. Yes. Let me get that letter. To whom it may concern, I, Raven Swift, mother of Jemison Swift. Sorry, darling. You're not gonna have Jamie's millions after all.
It's past midnight, don't you? Got that wait till morning?
Listen, I just want to stay up until Jody gets home.
Oh, Jody usually manages very well all by herself.
I know. I just don't feel like going to bed.
Yes, I know exactly why. It's just sheer perversity, that's all. You know, you're supposed to get as much rest as you possibly can, so you do exactly the opposite.
Don't be silly, and would you stop fussing at me? Don't let this anemia change the way you feel towards me.
Nothing could change that.
Well, I mean the way you behave towards me. You never used to be fussy. Sexy, yes. Just don't be different, okay? Don't start treating me like I'm made out of porcelain or anything.
All right, I won't.
I want you to love me the way you used to. Like a flesh and blood woman. Hmm?
I promise.
Oh, for better or worse, in sickness or in health. Oh, God, I would have thought I'd be thinking those words after a couple of years of marriage.
Well, just remember the word health. That's going to be your word sooner than you think. You know, this damn condition sometimes has a way of just disappearing overnight.
And it will, too. You know why?
Why?
People in love can't be sick. It's against the laws of nature. You want to go to bed?
I sure do.
Look, I'm not going to stay.
Oh, Jody, looks like you got an escort home, huh?
Hey, is anything the matter?
No, everything's fine, Mrs. Kavanaugh. I just decided to walk Jody home here to be sure she got here in one piece. Good night.
No, you're not going. Just come in and calm down.
Did something happen?
We've been fired.
What?
Fired? You mean both of you?
It was all my fault, Dr. Kavanaugh. At least Jody won't have to work for that lech anymore.
Now, slow down. Come on in. Come on in. Tell us what happened.
Well, I feel terrible about the whole thing. I'm not for me, for Kelly. I was just the waitress at the Unicorn, but he was the entertainer.
Wait a minute. I gather that Mr. Dorn made a pass at you. Is that what happened?
That's exactly what happened. And tonight wasn't the first night. It's been happening all along.
Well, it looks like the old man hasn't changed his stripes at all, has he?
Tonight he went just a little bit too far. You know, I can't believe he actually used one of my puppets.
Well, I think he was drinking too much. Something was bothering him.
Yeah, so he turns around and he bothers you.
What'd you do to make him fire you, Kelly?
I objected.
He didn't object. He knocked him down.
Oh, Kelly, you didn't.
I didn't stop to think about what I was doing. And if I had it to do over again, I'd do exactly the same thing.
No, I'm sorry, Kelly. I can't approve of that kind of... I don't approve of violence in any form. Just wish I'd been there to see it.
Oh, my God.
You know, I've had a few run-ins with the man, and I had the same impulse. Whether it was good or bad, I didn't indulge.
Well, Kelly really overdid it tonight. Honestly, I thought he was going to kill the man. It's a lucky thing the bartender was there.
Well, I'm sure Elliot Dorn could take care of himself.
Well, still, I wish it hadn't happened. What are you going to do now, Kelly?
I don't know. I'll find another job someplace.
But I know how much working at the Unicorn means to you. Nicole, it's the one place he can work with his puppets.
Well, I'm sure something else will come along.
Okay.
Somebody's calling late.
Hello.
Maybe it's Elliot Dorn asking you to come back.
It better not be Elliot Dorn calling here, not for any reason.
Sure. Sweetheart, it's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. How?
Hello, Nicole. I know it's late, but you asked me to call you after my first newscast.
Oh, yes, well, we saw you. You were wonderful.
Oh, you're much too kind, Nicole. I was so nervous. Could you tell? Would you believe I almost forgot 2 reports there? And did you see the trouble I was having pronouncing the new fire commissioner's name? I'm afraid he's not going to allow them to answer an alarm if it comes from our house.
Well, for your first show, you seem to be in perfect control.
Oh, well, you just rest assured the job is still yours. I'm sure they'll be very glad to have you back in front of the camera. So hurry up and get better.
Well, I intend to, but I can't tell you how much it means to me that you've done this during this time.
Oh, well, for you, it's a pleasure.
Hey, you're not still at the studio, are you?
Oh, no. I'm home. And, I'm beginning to wonder about Kelly. He's usually here by now.
Well, that's one worry I can take care of. He's here.
There?
Yeah, he walked Jody home. It seems he had a little run-in. I think I'll let him tell you about it. Just a second. Kelly? It's Nancy.
Oh, thanks. Hi, Nancy.
Hello. How did it go tonight?
I got fired.
You what?
Well, it wasn't my fault. Dorn did something really nasty to Jody, and then I lost my head. And push came to shove, and I lost my job.
Oh, well, Kelly, you know, after somebody cools down a bit... then
Nancy, there isn't going to be any cooling down from Dorn or from me. Because when he gets drunk, he gets angry, and then he gets mean enough to hurt my puppets. I gotta get over to the Unicorn and rescue those puppets before he puts them down the incinerator. I'll be home late.
You fellas ready for another round?
I'm good, Mike.
You know, I want none of this beer. I want the hard stuff. I'm celebrating the rottenest day I've had in court in my life. All right, I'll give you a top shelf. I'm not saying I haven't lost cases before, but this was the worst.
You haven't lost yet, Cliff. Why be so depressed?
Yeah, well, what's going to turn it around? You tell me.
My brilliant testimony?
Do you have some rabbit you can pull out of your sleeve?
I pull aces out of my sleeve, not rabbits. I pull rabbits out of my hat.
Yeah, but you don't wear your hat in the courtroom, so you better pull it out of your sleeve. Thanks. Come on. What are you going to tell Judge Lewis that's going to make him think that Raven is a liar?
How do I know what I'm going to say till I know what you're going to ask?
How do I know what to ask until I know what you're going to say?
Quite a problem.
God, how do the cowboys ever drink this stuff in the movies? Let's face it, we gave it our best shot when we put April Scott on that stand. What good did it do us?
We got exactly what we expected from that. We gave April a chance to tell the judge that Raven tried to give Jamie away like a prize in a lottery, all right?
You think he bought it? How can he buy it? We didn't have any evidence.
Look, how do I know? I can't read his mind. I wish I could, but I can't.
Well, I can, almost. At least Fergie can.
Who, pray tell, is Fergie?
Fergie Sugarman. Come on. Judge Lewis's law clerk.
Yeah.
He's an old friend of mine, and he's a lousy poker player. I went over to his office after we got out of the courtroom.
And?
He says that Judge Lewis is going to reach a quick decision on this one.
So what?
So what? What kind of decision can he reach, huh? He read the briefs, he heard the testimony of that welfare expert. All we have is some unsubstantiated charge that at some time Raven may have wanted to give her kid away.
Not exactly a trivial point in my estimation.
Oh, I agree with you if we could prove it, but we can't. Not without that miserable letter. Boy, if we had that, you know what we could do? We could prove that Raven perjured herself. I'd like to see Judge Lewis give that kid away to a criminal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this whole thing, boss.
If we get a bad decision, I'm not going to hold it against you.
I'm not talking about the decision. You're right, we haven't lost this case.
All right, then what are you talking about?
April Scott.
I told you to forget about that in the courtroom.
Draper Scott was in that courtroom, too, you know.
Why?
He You heard the whole testimony. You must feel pretty rotten about it.
Oh, I don't know. Draper's a lawyer, he's a pro, he knows all the tricks.
Yeah, but I'm sure he didn't appreciate that reference to you and April being lovers. Logan, do you still love her?
All right, Cliff, I've never been very good at hiding my feelings. Yes, I fell for April. Satisfied?
I knew you fell for her. I'm talking about now.
I'm talking about now and then. You seem to have forgotten one very important fact. I fell for a widow. No husband, get it?
It's the same woman.
That woman no longer exists. Now there is only Mrs. Draper Scott. I have to go.
Hey, say, I was going to give you fellas a round on the house.
Thanks, Mike. I don't think one round would do it.
We have to talk about plans. We have to start making plans for the future. For our future.
Emily, there is no Kirk.
You would like me to believe that, wouldn't you?
No.
But I know different.
No, listen to me. There's only Draper. And Draper is my husband. He's not yours. I know you know that.
What I know is that you want to keep Kirk for yourself. That's why you're telling me all these lies about him.
No, listen, that couldn't be further from the
No,
truth.
you are keeping Kirk from seeing me. You think if he doesn't see me, he'll forget about me and he'll stay with you. Well, you are wrong. No matter how hard you try to keep him away from me, it won't work. Because Kirk loves me, and he'll be here. You just wait and see.
April?
Yeah.
April, what the heck are you doing?
Nothing. I was just sitting here thinking.
Thinking about what?
About Emily.
Oh. Yeah, you never did tell me how your meeting with her went.
Well, I guess there isn't too much to say about Emily Michaels these days, is there?
That's not true, honey. Molly said she wasn't catatonic anymore. She was agitated. That's why her doctor wanted me to see her.
Look, I really don't think you would have done much good.
I never said that I would.
Draper, it wasn't a very enjoyable visit.
Did you think it would be?
I guess I hoped it would be. You know, she was even annoyed that I was there instead of you.
Oh, come on, honey, please. I think you're letting your imagination run away with you. I mean, you were her friend.
You were her husband.
No. You know that's not true, and she knows it wasn't true,
she
too.
doesn't know that. You have got to remember that she is very sick. She's had a breakdown, and she is still living in the past.
Yeah. You're right.
Do you want to know what I've been thinking?
What?
Well, I think it would be best if you didn't see her for a while. Draper, I don't think it was her doctor's idea about your going there at all. I think it was Emily's. She was just so insistent that you come and see her.
Honey, if she is ill,
Draper,
then...
I don't believe it would be good therapy for her. How could it? Seeing you and thinking of you as Kirk Michaels instead of the person you really are?
Look, honey, I've been doing a lot of thinking about this.
I really feel that I should go see her.
Why? Do you feel obligated towards her?
No, well, honey, in a way, she did help me get out of that amusement park alive.
She got you into that amusement park.
I know that. I know it. But, honey, she didn't mean to. I mean, you said yourself, she's a very sick, disturbed woman. Look, what if I go to her doctor and ask him if he thinks I should go see her
And
anymore?
what if he thinks you should see her? Often.
Honey, be reasonable, please.
I am being reasonable, Draper. I don't think it would be good therapy for us.
April, I have no feelings for this woman at all. None at all. I love you. God, you know that.
Yes. Yes, I do. But it's just that... God, Draper, I just don't know. I don't know what's right.
April.
Yes?
Charlie?
Anybody there? Anybody home? Strange night. Hearing sounds now. With a full moon. Raven. I want to see your face. I love to see your
Charlie?